video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using Score Merchant as always, using a really interesting build I think you're all really going to enjoy. The first perk is Superior Anatomy. What this perk does is the first time a survivor will vault a window next to you, 8 meters next to you, the perk will activate, and then literally whenever next time you vault 40% faster, then the perk has a cooldown. We have Desolation after you injure a survivor by any means. After waiting 3 seconds, for the next 20 seconds, if a survivor were to pass vault a pallet in your turret radius, it will break automatically. Bamboozle, allowing us to vault 15% faster, but then also, once we vault a window, the NT will block that window for 16 seconds, so that way the survivor can't vault it, and it pairs well with Superior Anatomy. And we have Scorcher Pain Resistance beyond what the perk does. I'm not going to explain it. And then we have Geographical Readout. So basically, after we place it on a drone, we can do any action speed 20% faster, and then we can do we have vital targeting process to make survivors, of course, move even slower when we're chasing them. Without further ado, let's get to the game so I can show you how great this build is. Okay, playing on Sanctum of Wrath. And I believe at the time recording this video, I didn't fix the FOV slider. Yep, looks disgusting. I'm almost certain I didn't fix it. Okay, but anyway. So time to start this build. The reason why I made this build was I was playing Dead by Daylight and I was losing some games, but I wasn't losing because I was playing bad or because the survivor was really playing like amazing. It was really because of the fact that the survivors just kept getting better maps, and I was like, dang it, I can't win these. And the reason why I say better maps, I'm not saying like, oh, survivor sided maps. What I mean by that is, sometimes a map in Dead by Daylight just has really good loops, and there's not really anything the killer can do about it. And it just kind of sucks, honestly, because it's like I can't beat a loop with Score Merchant. I have to be honest and actually go through the window or around the loop. Meanwhile, we have characters who can teleport, move extremely fast, and or just say no and make it so you can't go through the loop. All I can really do is slow you down, which after I hit you 3 times. And also, I only can slow you down if there's a drone there, so because of that reason, I was like, well, I can't really do much in certain situations. Pallets, I can destroy with Desolation, but windows, I can't beat that. So I made a build that basically makes you be able to vault the window. I believe we vault windows now. If we place a drone, we vault a window 20% faster. If we use Superior Anatomy, we vault the window 60% faster because 40 plus 20. Then if we have Bamboozle, we vault the window 85% faster. So basically, if we place it on a drone, and have our other 2 perks activated, we will vault the window 85% faster. And doing that will really catch survivors off guard, especially if they're injured. You basically get a free down because it is like, oh, I didn't expect you to vault that fast, and it's really fun. This person has Calm Spirit for some reason, but I know they're gonna vault the window, but they didn't vault the window. They went down the stairs. I was like, okay, even better. But of course, somehow I don't hit them, and I'm like, yay. So as a result, I'm like, I got chased even longer. Then they chased me towards the shack, and luckily, there's a person right here, so I could have gone after someone else. But as you can see, my really fast ball speed didn't help me, sadly. She almost got caught off guard. If she was to the right, like if she went instead of going near the pallet and staying there, and she has no reason to not stay there. If she just had to go somewhere else, it would have been better. But sadly, she chose to stay there. But it's fine. Either way, I got to showcase what the build does. This girl's gonna vault this window knowing I'm right behind her. I don't know why. She's not looking behind her, so I get a free kill. And now we're gonna go hook her on the hook. So yes. That's the point of this build and this video. Right here, I believe what happened is I was actually, yes, I know what happened. So like I told y'all, I am in college, and I believe my roommate came in my room when I was recording a video. So I said, hello, and then I started talking to him. But then right after that happened, my friend called my phone because he wanted to play a different game. So I only recorded 1 video for this game. I ended up recording 3 different videos. Right here, I'm just gonna vault this pallet. I'm like, yes, thank you for breaking that with Desolation. Now I don't have to break it myself. And I get a free down. I love Desolation on Score Merchant. I think it's so good. Like one of her best perks. I used to think it was like her best perk, but then as time progressed, it hit me that why would you use Desolation when you can just use the perk, the Hex Totem that I can't remember the name of. I think it's called Blood Favor. Yeah, Hex Blood Favor. And you don't know what Hex Blood Favor is. It's basically if a survivor gets injured by any means, every single pallet is blocked automatically by the entity if the pallet is 36 meters near that survivor. And the reason why that's so good is because basically they can't even drop down pallets anymore. so you don't have to worry about a pallet being dropped down on you. But the reason why Desolation's so good is because a random person across the map can get injured, and now anyone across the entire map. Now it's like anyone in my terror radius who vaults a pallet will just automatically break the pallet. Meanwhile, blood favor only works if they blood favor would only work in certain situations. So right here, she's gonna vault this pallet. I'm gonna kill her, but because she has live, I'm like, no. Now I'm pretty sure you can actually hit survivors. Either they have live with desolation, but you have to do it a certain way. I've done it before in one of my videos, like a long time ago, but I just don't remember exactly how I did it because now when I try and replicate it, it doesn't work. So right here, I'm like, okay, do I want to hook you in the basement? I want to hook you in a score trick. So I chose to hook her on a score trick because I need to get my value from score trick paying residents. But then I realized, yeah, I'm not risking it. I got flashbacks about a game where I had on RPD where basically I tried to hook a survivor on a score trick on like the top floor and the bottom floor, and I lost the match because of it. Never again. But yes, I do not want to make that mistake again, so I hooked them on the closest hook I could find. Sometimes I hook survivors in really bad locations on purpose because it makes the other survivors have to run across the entire map in order to get them. I thought the pallet was there, so I chose to be cautious, but the pallet's right here. She's going to drop that on me even though I hit her. And now she's going to walk in a straight line, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to catch her before she can really do anything. And luckily for me, I'm kind of close to the survivor on the hook, so there's a high chance they won't even try to rescue because they know I'm right here. She's going to go towards the next pallet, I thought, but she didn't. Now I know she's going towards the window because the window's on the side. But she's actually pathing really weird. She goes back over here, and I'm like, what are you doing? And that's what I can tell this survivor probably wasn't the best one. I know she's not going to make this vault because she has to stop right in front of the thing. So right here, I'm going to hit that, and I'm like, yes. Break this pallet, kill her soul. And I'm going to, and the girl just got rescued off the hook. So now I'm going to try and hook this person on the score trip. But this guy has a toolbox, and I'm like, are you going to go for the sabotage? Okay. So I'm going to hook her on a score trick instead. And, but I'm not going to make it probably. So I'm like, well, I give up. There's no way I'm making this. And I was right. So I was like, well, I gotta chase the girl again. And this part right here is kind of made me like not happy about this game because I'm like, I don't hate people who sabotage. And I'm pretty sure he didn't even sabotage. I think he was trying to fake it. But it's just the fact that I'm like, I have to deal with this. Why? So she vaults the pallet, but she has quick and quiet. So I'm like, are you serious? I'm putting a drill right here. That way I can break this pallet faster. And then I can catch her off guard and see where she went. But then she went all the way to the right. And I'm like, you know what? You path weird. I'm done. And I give up on that. And it just, I don't know, that whole sequence annoyed me. Because he didn't even break the stupid hook, but I thought he was going to. He mind gamed me. Normally the killer is one that mind games the survivor, but nope. It was the opposite way this time. So I was like, oh, okay, well, it's fine though, because I have my superior anatomy ready. So if I need to vault a window fast, I can do it. But yes, that was the whole point of this build, and I'm going to, of course, have a lot of games to show y'all of it, because it actually is pretty good. Like, I recommend you use this. Speaking of using builds, I want y'all to tell me how y'all play Score Merchant. In case you don't know, a lot of people who watch my videos are actually people who just play Score Merchant, or maybe who just enjoy Dead by Daylight, I don't know. But I know a lot of people here watch or play Score Merchant, and I personally think Score Merchant is really fun to play. I don't really have a problem fighting against Score Merchant, probably because I play her, so I know how to deal with her. But a lot of people hate playing against Score Merchant, and I kind of see why, but I also don't see why. When I play her, I'm like, I see what I do wrong, and I see what other people do wrong. I know how to counter her, so I don't really see a problem. But I will just let people have their opinions, of course, and they're wrong having an opinion. But I want to ask y'all how y'all play Score Merchant because, for example, my favorite type of build, I know I do different builds in every single video, but one of my favorite builds, right here, I'm going to make her vault this pallet, Desolation break it, and I get a free kill. Very simple. One of my favorite builds is using the two add-ons, the two green add-ons, Vital Targeting Processor and Brown Noise Generator. I really like Brown Noise Generator a lot because I feel like Brown Noise Generator is just a really good add-on. Making survivors oblivious so you don't know where you're coming from is really good. Like, for example, I can check my radar and I can see exactly where this person is right in front of me. And as a result, I know where to go. But if I have Brown Noise Generator, he'll be oblivious. If he's oblivious, he can't hear my terror radius. And then I still wouldn't know exactly where he is, but he wouldn't know where I'm coming from. And instead of him running, he would probably have been in that same spot he was in before. Now I don't even know why he was there because honestly, he didn't really have. He couldn't heal himself, and there was no gen over there, so I'm a little confused why he was over there. But whatever. So I'm gonna down him. But that's my favorite combination. I wanted to know what perk combinations and add-ons y'all like to use because I don't always use that. Well, I use it a lot. I use it more often than usual. But I don't feel bad for using it. Also, he had deliverance. I don't feel bad for using it at all. I like it a lot, but I noticed that there's just like I see people use like iridescent add-ons like unpublished manuscript, which I think is really good too, but I just don't use it very often. And then other stuff like that. And I feel like those are really good add-ons too, but I just don't know if I should use it or not. Also, I don't know how, but he ran right in front of me again. I'm pretty sure he has the Cypher Strike because most people who have Deliverance have the Cypher Strike. But he does not have the Cypher Strike. That's weird. See, I would use Deliverance and the Cypher Strike because I feel like if you Deliverance yourself off a hook, you're still going to be injured for a long time. So you might as well just go after. If I was a killer, I would go after you anyway because you're already injured. But I chose to not go after him because I want to go after someone else. And look what happens. He dies. So right here, I'm going to vault that window extremely fast thanks to my add-on and Bamboozle. And then right here, I'm going to try and find someone, but I can't do it. And then I look like, yes, there you are. So I'm going to put a drone right here so I can like try and get her Cloud Trap. But luckily for me, I didn't have to put a drone up. She just ran towards it. And then my second drone will slow her down. And now she's slowed down by 30%. And she is dead. I love Scar Merchant. Good drone placement is a good thing. But even though those drones have been up for like 2 minutes and they could have sabotaged them at any time, but they chose not to. But it's funny. I saw a video. One of my favorite streamers, he was talking about, well, first thing, he hates Scar Merchant, but there's nothing wrong with that. He was talking about how he wanted to go do something, but the Scar Merchant drone was there, and so he didn't want to do it. And I was like, you can just disable the drone, because of course, even though I'm watching him, I am a Scar Merchant main, I'll give him any tips I can. So when I was watching, I had said that, you can just crouch, disable the drone. But then he was like, if you disable the drone though, won't Scar Merchant know you're there? And I'm like, yes. But at the same time, it makes perfect sense to disable the drone, don't get a lock on stack, don't get a Cloud Trap, and win the game than it does to try and just like run. So luckily for me, I found the hatch immediately, and now I'm going to put a drone on both exit gates because I want to try and get all 4 kills if I can. But the chance of that happening is low, but it's just the fact that it can happen. But yes, I was basically trying to help him, and I was kind of thinking about it too, and I was like, you can't really do much against like Skull Merchant when it comes to like recon. Skull Merchant has the best recon of any kill in the game. Like the ability, if you crouch under the drone beams like you're supposed to do, and then stand still, there's no way Skull Merchant will know you're there. But if you disable the drone, Skull Merchant can see you. If you get Claw Trap, Skull Merchant can see you. So basically, I was trying to tell him like, just crouch, don't move. But he asked a really good question. Will the Skull Merchant be able to, will the beam hit you even if you pick up an item off the ground? And in my head, I was like, no, because you're not moving. But at the same time, I don't know. So I wanted to ask y'all what y'all think about that. If you go on a drone, pick up an item off the ground, and then keep crouching, will it scan you? And I feel like it wouldn't, because I feel like as long as I don't know how Delight works. Like for example, if you're holding the, I'm gonna give you a good example. If you're vaulting a window or a pallet and you're exhausted and you hold the sprint button while you're vaulting, you will still be exhausted. But if you vault, don't hold the sprint button, then your exhaustion goes down. A little known fact. But I wonder if you vault a pallet but then don't press any keys, will the drone still scan you or not? I don't know. But we'll maybe I'll figure that out on my own when I do some testing. But that was the first game. Let's get to the second game so I can show you how great this build is. Okay, playing on the family residence. So first, of course, I get one of my favorite maps ever, Sanctum of Wrath, and then I get this map, and I'm like, why? Because I don't like this map very much. I hate family residence. It's just really big. But Sanctum of Wrath, love it. I love that map. But anyway, This time, I really want to show off the build, so I'm going to try and get the build to work this time. But first, putting drones in the most necessary locations. Then I see scratch marks, and I'm like, what? I didn't see anyone, but I see scratch marks, so that means someone's near me, but where are you? And then I look, and there's a person right here. And then she just, I guess she did a body block for her friend, but she failed. I don't know. But right here, I'm going to try and mind game her. So as you can see, she's going to vault the window. I'm going to pass vault it. And then she's like, what? And then she can't go through it, and now she's going to die. There's nothing she can do about it. I grab her soul out that locker and put her on the hook. But yeah, that's literally right there is how like this build works. Like, as long as they don't have whatchamacallit, as long as they don't have that perk live, they don't really have to worry about anything. But that's literally how this build works, and it's so great. Like, you can just say nope to Windows and win the game, and I love it. So right here, I'm trying to do the same thing again. This girl's gonna try and loop me in the exact same spot. I'm going to fake this way, vault this way, vault really fast, get a free hit if she can't go to the window because it's locked. And then I have a cooldown, of course, so I can't do it again. But I'm gonna go towards this girl on the hook on the generator. I thought she was going towards the hook, but she was like, I'd rather to focus on the generator and let the person on the hook die. Because the person on the hook is like, I'm gonna kill myself. I don't feel like playing in Star Merchant. She outplayed me with her build she used. How dare she vault windows faster than me? I can't believe Star Merchant became a survivor, and that's why I actually left the game. So right here, this girl's going to vault a window right in front of me, knowing I have my build where I, what's it called? My build where I vault fast, and then I'm gonna hook her immediately. I don't know why I love making fun of survivors who leave the game once Skull Merchant wins. It's like, oh my gosh, Skull Merchant vaulted a window and I lost? Ugh, I can't play, I'm out. Like, that's literally what I feel like happens in their brain. And it's just the funniest thing ever. So, one person's actually doing gens, while everyone else is dying. So right here, I'm not going to vault that window because I don't want to accidentally use my superior anatomy. This girl on the hook is going to kill herself too because she's like, oh, my teammate died, I'm not playing anymore. And then the girl rescues her and she's like, I don't want to live. And I'm like, I got you. So I'll kill you after I kill Jane. Excuse me. And now I'm gonna go after this girl on the because I'm like, well, your teammates are giving up, might as well kill you too. She's gonna vault the window, but doesn't understand that I'm faster, and then she's gonna do her glyph. I should let her do the glyph. I feel kind of bad, honestly, but it's too late. She must die. I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of bad. I could have let her do it, but I just wanted to kill her. So I vault the window extremely fast, and then we're gonna continue killing the rest of her friends. That sounds so bad, but yes, that was the second game, extremely fast, by the way. That's how some of my Skull Merchant games go. Like, I literally, like, I might even, like, I know people will be like, well, people don't like fighting in Skull Merchant, and that's the reason why they leave. You're right, but you have to understand too, sometimes it's not even like a Skull Merchant thing. I literally outplay my opponent. They get salty and leave the game. It just so happens I'm playing Skull Merchant. That's all it really is. But because one person left the game, everyone else is going to leave, and there's no way they're going to win. But yes, that was the second game. You literally saw the value of this build. It is actually really good. You can beat pallets, you can beat windows, you win every chase, and it's amazing. Well, let's go to the last game so I can show you how great this build is. Okay, welcome to the last game of the video. Of course, we're playing on Mother's Dwelling because I have only the bad maps today. I don't know why I get so many bad maps when I record videos. I either get RPG over and over again or I get bad maps. It's weird. But this map isn't really that bad. It is humongous. I hate playing on big maps when I'm playing Storm Merchant because Storm Merchant cannot move around the entire map very fast. As a result, she can lose really big maps. So right here, the survivors, I believe actually, it's the exact same Meg from last game. She's like, I give up. And I'm like, I understand, my child. Yes. And then she leaves the game. And she's like, I am not. Oh, Meg didn't leave the game, but everyone else left the game. Because literally, I remember I was playing. It's the exact same Meg from last game. I'm like, man, I'm so sorry. And two people leave the game, and I'm like, this is the reason why I don't play Skull Merchant. Like, this is why. No, I'm joking. I love playing Skull Merchant. No matter what happens, I'll always play. But it's just so funny how this is what happens. But I've had a funny, so I'm like, okay, the bots are gonna go rescue. Then Meg leaves the game because I believe either the bot rescued her or Adam rescued her. So I was just like, oh. So as you can see, this is the last game. This video was kind of like a more funny video. Of course, the next video makes me more serious. I actually have a really cool build planned, so that's the reason why I wanted to get this video out so I can show y'all. But yes, the first game was really good. The second game, we showcased what the build actually does. And the third game is just me versus a bunch of bots because uh, that's how Scrum Merchant works. And it was, but the only reason, normally when I get a game versus bots, I just don't show it. But the reason why I show this one was because it was ironic how the Meg was the same Meg from last game, who just got me twice in a row and was like, "Wow, I don't wanna play." She's like exact same Scrum Merchant before. So right now I'm about to win really fast and try and catch this bot off guard, but the bot is a bot, so no matter what happens, I can't win. So I have to try and figure out where she went, and I'm like, where'd the bot go? And it hit me, the bot ran in the corner for some reason, and now it's running on the outskirts of the map, and I'm like, okay, yep, this is why I hate bots, because bots can actually play better than survivors, so it is kind of sad. So now I'm trying to chase this fit Jane, but apparently she's just evasive. She's gonna go down this pallet, and I'm like, great. I can't mind game this because it's a bot, and I'm gonna break it. But as a result, I'm just gonna continue playing. So, spoiler alert: I'm not gonna show the entire this game. The reason why I'm not gonna show it is because basically at the end of the game, Adam is the only one playing, as you can see. But what ends up happening is I end up beating Adam. Like I end up chasing him because he's some reason why someone wants to play the game even though his teammates are gone. And then at the end, he ends up leaving the game. Speaking of leaving the game, I have a lot of games where people will literally leave during the last hook. And it confuses me because I'm like, you already played the entirety of the game, didn't rage quit or complain or teabag or get toxic against my Skull Merchant, but you leave at the end and lose all blood points. I don't understand the logic, but that's right, I guess. So maybe when you play Skull Merchant, not only do you beat them in the game, you also beat them mentally. They just can't figure out what they're doing. But yeah, so Adam's gonna lead the game too at the end of the game. I don't know why he even stayed this long in the first place. But the reason why I stay inside of bot games is when I first played, when bots were first introduced into Dead by Daylight, I would the game would end actually. Well, at least every time I got into a bot game. It only happened twice, but every time I got into a bot game, the game would automatically just end once I hooked someone. And then it would leave me, it would kick me out to the main menu. I don't know if it lagged out or the server just ended or something like that, but that's what normally happens. But for some reason this time, whenever the bot game and everyone becomes a bot, I have to kill everyone and the game will end. So right here, I'm gonna get Adam injured thanks to my claw trap. I'm gonna put this drone down, and in my head I was like, this is kind of bad because he lost the window, he lost the pallet. It's not gonna break, as you can see. But this time he can vault it again, and then he's gonna try and vault it last time, and then it's not gonna work. And as you can see, the reason why I didn't break was because I was untouchable thanks to my drone being placed. That's the only problem with Desolation. You have to make sure you are aware of that. So I'm glad I kept that in before I decided to edit this part out. But right here, I'm going to hook him. He's not going to leave yet, but he's going to leave later on. So I'm going to fast forward. Well, I'm going to edit out this part. I'm going to get to the last part of the game so you can see how it ends. Okay, as you can see, we're hooking Adam right now. So actually, I lied. I forgot. Adam didn't leave the game, it looks like. I don't know why I thought he left the game. Maybe a different game. I haven't had a lot of games where I play against bots, so I must have gotten mixed up if I'm being honest. But to be fair, it was a game full of 3 bots and 1 human player. And after they completed the first 2 gens, they didn't do a single gen after that. So I just said, nope. So right here, I'm going to chase the Jane. But of course, the Jane is the luckiest person on the planet because she dead hards perfectly somehow. And then the hatch spawns right in front of her. And I'm like, aha. Okay. The Jane became the luckiest bot on the planet. And I was like, okay, that's funny. But yes, that was the last game. I'm sorry that it was literally just nothing. As you can see, I'm in the red ranks. I'm so happy. Finally got to red ranks before the rank reset, even though this was like a while ago, so rank already reset. But I'm just happy. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any builds or ideas, let me know in the comments. I will definitely make another video soon because literally this video is probably more of a funny video because of the fact that the game just didn't turn out as planned. This is how sometimes my Skull Merchant games go. I showcase the build off. I actually will probably do another video with this build because I kind of feel bad that only the first game was actually good and the last 2 games were just bad. But that's how it works sometimes when you play killer. It's not even this Skull Merchant. It's really any killer, but it just so happens to happen more often on Skull Merchant. But yes, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day.